Hello, everybody. We are into our first draft. We have opened Gigantha. Great companion. One of the ones that I don't mind forcing because she's so easy to companion. Maybe it's a he, not sure. A big moose. Very easy to companion. The companion cost is very reasonable, and most of the time you're just ending up with a free 5/5 in your hand. I have no problem with that. Plus, her ability can be very helpful if you have a higher curve or if you're stuck on land a little bit. It can be really useful. Most of the time you're just smashing with her, but we'll take her here. There's also a Majestic Oricorn, which is okay. A Polywog Symbiote, which is okay if you have lots of Mutate, which we don't have yet. A General's Enforcer, which is just awesome in the Humans deck. There's also a really nice common here in Blood Curdle, which is just awesome removal, but I don't think we can pass on Gigantha for a Blood Curdle. But if Gigantha wasn't here, I'd be taking Blood Curdle. Alright, so we're going to try to remember Gigantha's companion cost, because for some reason, she's a companion that I just always forget her cost. So we're definitely green or red. Um, Unfortunately, there's no good green or red cards here we want to play. I guess you could say the Sandworm's good, but he has 2 green in his mana cost. So we have to play another color, and I guess the best card here would be Swallow Whole. It's just a great removal spell, very efficient, very cheap. Exiling stuff can be really strong. We'll definitely take it here. Song of Creation is a really unplayable rare. Don't try this at home, kids. Pacifism and Catrosphere are also playable removal spells. But I think Swallow Hole is just better. There's a nice black card here in the Bushmeat Poacher. We're going to have to try to pay attention to what's open here. Glimmer is a decent 2-drop, but we'll take Swallow Hole. Okay, once again, there's really not much here in green or red I want, which is, I'm not saying, like, the green or red looks like it's flowing here, but these cards are just weak. There's a Whirlwind of Thoughts. I guess we might be able to swing that. We could play red, white, or something and splash blue. It might work. It's a good card, but it's really hard to make work. I don't know if I want to lock myself into Whirlwind of Thought. I think we'll just take Blade Banish here. It's another playable removal spell. I definitely don't mind one of these in my deck. Most of the time you're finding a really juicy target with it. Sometimes you're up against humans decks, for example, with smaller creatures where it can kind of stay in your hand for a while, but that's rare. The Insatiable Hemophage is one of the weaker mutators. We're really not interested in playing him at this point. So yeah, let's just take Blade Banish here. You definitely need to stock up on removal early, my friends, for you new players out there. Just get it out of the way, and then you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so we've got some good cards here. There's quite a few white cards that are playable. Majestic Oricorn can be okay. Nice mutator, gain 4 life every time it mutates. Day Squad Marshal is nice and go wide decks. Not a mutate target, but sometimes just getting a 3/3 and a 1/1 is nice for 4 mana. Granite Healer is a good 2-drop. Snare Tactician's a great in cycling decks. I don't play cycling. I never play cycling. We'll get into that later. I think we're just going to take the ram through here because we have to be green or red to play Gigantha. And the red isn't looking good. I mean, we haven't seen much red at all in the last couple packs. 2 tentative connections, basically. So I think we're going to be green-white here. Yeah, let's take the ram through. All right, interesting. Now there's some nice cards in this pack for us if we're going to be green-white. There is an Exuberant Wolf Bear right here, which is nice if you have humans. And if we're white, we could very likely have humans to push across with this. There's also an Alert Heatbonder, which is an awesome vigilance creature. And I think we're going to take him here. Oh, we can't because of Gigantha. I really want to take him because if we're green-white, he's an awesome payoff in a vigilance deck. But I think we have to take the Wolf Bear here now. Yeah, I remembered. Sometimes I don't remember with the Gigantha I mentioned earlier. So we'll take the Wolf Bear here. I'm not a fan of the Vulpikeet. I mean, it could be a good way for us to push damage if we're green-white, which can be difficult with small powered vigilance creatures. But I'm not crazy about him. you just you mutate him so fast, so early, and then you're just asking to get 2 for 1s. Take the wolf bear. Uh, all right. So I think now we can take. So we need to make a decision here. So we're definitely green because we have to be to play Giganta. Do we want to be white here, or do we want to try to maybe splash white and go something else? So if we look at the black that's been flowing, it's been pretty consistent. Um, we could go green black maybe, um, which could definitely be a thing. I'm gonna take the coil bug here. Um, if it wasn't there, I would consider another day squad marshal. The problem is we're already looking a little expensive here with 2 4 drops, and yeah, let's just keep our options open. Yeah, see, here's another day squad marshal. They're so easy to pick up 4 drops in this set. Um, so there's a Zagoth Triome here, which could help us splash black green. I think we'll take it. It's a cycling land. You can't really argue with those. Um, they're just really handy to have if you're a little flooded. There's also a crystal, which I'm not crazy about the crystals, and it's not even really in our colors. The sandworm we can't play. I don't really want to take another day squad marshal here because we're gonna have no problem finding 4 drops. So let's just take the Triumph. Yeah, see the day squad marshals are really going around. I think white's looking really open here, much more so than black. I think green white is probably gonna wear green black is probably where we'll end up here. Or sorry, green whites. And the white's been flowing pretty nicely, so I'm happy with that. And if we're green, we could probably splash another color. I think we'll take the Scoured Barrens here because we already have one black source here, green black. We can take another black source, and then if we open up a really good black card in the next pack or in the third pack, we'll be set up to splash black. I'm gonna take that over another. Oh, we didn't even take a first one, but yeah, we have 2 4 drops here. Okay. Day squad. I thought we had one day squad marshal. That might have been a mistake. I'm not used to building my deck like this. I'm doing it this way so because I'm streaming and the cards are bigger. Um, but I'm not used to it. I usually have my cards arranged here on the bottom and I can see what I'm doing. But all right, I probably would have liked one day squad marshal there, but like I said, we'll have no problems picking up 4 drops. Let's take the Vetasaur. We can take the Mole here. We don't have a 3 drop yet. He's okay. If we end up splashing black, or if we pick up a Boneyard Looker, for example, we might like filling our graveyard a little bit. But when you're splashing a color, it can be really hard if you mill your one source of the splashing color, for example. If we mill our one swamp, we'll be upset. But there's nothing else here. Let's take the Mole. All right, nothing in this pack. So I'm just going to take a second here to kind of arrange my cards and figure out what's going on here. So we've got a companion. We're interested in definitely a little more removal. And our curve's okay. So we can pretty much take whatever we want to start the next. Okay, we got a day squad marshal. Yeah, see, white's nice and open. Um, white's nice and open, so we're not going to have a hard time, I think, filling out our curve. The day squad marshal's token will go really nice with the wolf bear. And if we can pick up some maybe go wide abilities, this could be good. Light of Hope is playable. I actually don't mind this card. It's a 1 mana trick. It has lots of flexibility. There's some enchantments you definitely want to destroy. I mean, there's worse cards you could be playing than Light of Hope, so let's take Light of Hope. You could say the same thing about Sun's Spinnerets. It's another 1 mana trick. It's probably, I don't know if it's better than Light of Hope. I don't know which one would be better. They're both okay. All right, let's go to the next pack. All right. Well, we opened a Great Shark, double blue, which we can play anyways. We're not blue. We're not playing that. There's a Monster Step here, which isn't the greatest card. I mean, to kill it, most of the time you're just trying to kill a creature with this, and it's a really expensive, slow way to kill a creature. Usually but sometimes the damage will get through. and you can use it on the wolf bear, which is nice because then both the wolf bear um, and the human it pumps um, will get the increased power and strength. There's also a migratory great horn here, which is a great card. Can help with splash. I think we take the great horn here. I think we want to set up a splash if we're playing green. Monster strat would be nice with the wolf bear, but I don't think it's important enough. Like if this wheels or if we get an opportunity to take another one, we'll take it. But we're gonna take the wolf bear. All right. So now we're gonna take divine arrow. Just a really nice, efficient removal spell. Got to prioritize removal. Let's get it out of the way. There's also a Farfinder here, which is a really good creature to mutate onto. Helps you with your fixing. Helps you with your land drops. Great card all around. We don't have much mutated though, except for the Great Horn. So I hesitate. I think it's better to just take the removal here. Um, yep. I'm gonna pick a card here where we can't play with Giganta. I know it's going to happen. I just forget her cost. I don't have problems with any other companions. I'm not sure what it is about Giganta, but all right, let's take Divine Arrow. All right, let's follow that up with the Furlid. So this is pretty much going to set up our splash. Um, we're going to have quite a few. The Furlid allows you to search your land or search your deck for land. So if we move this here, I think we're not playing black. At least we're not playing the Coil Bug. So we need to pick up some creatures here, but and the Furlid's a nice creature. We're going to have the Furlid, the Great Horn, and possibly two multicolored lands plus Gigantha, all as ways to fix. So I think we can start taking maybe some black cards if we see them, like a Blitz Leech. I wouldn't mind. Um, just an awesome card, Blitz Leech. You want to win some games, play Blitz Leeches. We could also take a Rock Slide, for example, if we wanted to splash red. Great removal spell. But we'll take the Furlid. Well, Lutri. We're not like blue red are the two colors we're not playing, and we also couldn't play him with Gigantha, which is kind of a downer. I think we can actually take our Blitz Leech now. This is going to be really good in our deck. It works with Gigantha. We can splash it. We're well on our way to splashing. We could even have a slightly higher curve. The problem is that the good green creatures, at least the bigger ones, all have double green in their costs. Like the Honey Mammoth, the Titanothrix, Rex, the Sandworm, all have double green. We can't play them. So I think we might have a little trouble filling out our curve. I'm not sure I want to play the Mantisaur because we just haven't picked up any Vigilance synergy, even though we're green white. We still have a lot of cards to go here, but let's take the Blitz Leech. All right, and now we can take a Humble Naturalist. I don't mind that at all. It'll help us splash some creatures. It'll help us hit our Gigantha. Um, the one thing, and it works really well with the Exuberant Wolf Bear because you can play this on turn 2 and then come out with the Exuberant Wolf Bear on turn 3. Next turn you attack with both of them and you get in for 8 because this will make our Humble Naturalist a 4/4. So I'm definitely all over that. There's also a Farfinder here, which would be nice, but I think we're light on Mutate and we already have some pretty good fixing. So I'm not sure we need a Farfinder at this point. We need 2 drops. Let's take the Humble Naturalist. All right. Now the only card here I would consider playing is another Day Squad Marshal. So just let me take a look at the deck here. We definitely, yeah, we've got room at the 4. I think especially with a Furlid, a Humble Naturalist, a Wolf Bear, we can have a higher curve here. I'd prefer to pick up some more 2 drops and 3 drops, but we still have plenty of time. I mean, the Honey Mammoth is a great card. It's a great 6-drop, but it has double green in its cost. There's nothing else here really worth taking, so we'll take the Day Squad Marshal. Second one. All right. Again, not much here for us, which is kind of unfortunate. Let's take the Garrison Cat. I mean, it's an okay card to have one of these sometimes if you have sack outlets in your deck, for example, if you're black-white and you have Bushmeat Poachers, or if you need a mutate target, but we don't really need either of those, but we'll take them here. All right, and now we'll just take a Savai Sabertooth. I mean, it's a playable 2-drop. We only have a Humble Naturalist right now to play on turn 2, and a Cat, I guess, to play on turn 1. So we're going to want to pick up a couple, and we don't want a couple of 2-drops, and we don't want to be in a situation where we're into our third pack and we need to force some 2-drops over better cards just to fill out our curve. So let's take the Sabertooth. All right, Thundermane's another fine 2-drop. If we pick up some Vigilance Synergy in the third pack, which would be nice, it might be really good to have. I think now with the main serval, the Vantasaur, do we have any other Vigilance here? Not really. We might keep our eye out for a solid footing. We're not playing a second Light of Hope. Another Blitzleech. I don't mind that. These are great. I think these are better than the Vantasaurs. If we end up light, if we don't have any Vigilance payoffs. So yeah, I'm happy with the Blitzleech. The problem with white is that they don't really have good top end. I mean, this is white's version of a good top end card, the Imposing Vantasaur. So if we could splash some nice top end Blitzleeches here, which are just devastating, I'm happy with that. So all right, we'll just none of these are playable. Let's just take it. All right, and what are we going to be on our eye out for here in the last pack? We're pretty much, we would like some decent 3-drops. We'd like maybe a couple more, another spell at least, another removal spell. And I would say 2 and 3-drops. This is how I think. I got to see the deck like this to see what we have, so we're not playing the Gremlin. All right. Okay, this is tough. There's a Gemraiser here, which is just a great creature, nice mutator. You can destroy an artifact or enchantment opponent controls, which can be really helpful. And if you don't, it's still a 4/4 with reach and trample. There's also a back for more. The problem is we can't really, with Gigantha, we can't really pay those high-powered creatures like sandworms and stuff that I was talking about. So even the Void Beckoner, which is double black, and back for mooring an Imposing Vantasaur can be okay, I guess, but you're not going to kill much with it. So I think we just take the Gemraiser here. It always hurts when you pass back for more, but especially when you can play it. Okay, so I think now Charge of the Forever Beast isn't the greatest removal spell, and it's also, if we're playing whites, we're not going to have, like, we might have a main serval in hand that doesn't really deal a lot of damage. You could say the same thing about the Fertilid. I mean, it deals 0 damage. We could reveal a Blitzleech, I guess, which could be good. It's either that or the Great Horn. Our curve's looking a little heavy. I think we'll take the charge here. I mean, we could also play the Majestic Oricorn, which is a fine mutator, but our curve's looking a little high. I think... No, let's take the Great Horn. We're taking the Great Horn. The Great Horn will help with the curve, because it'll help us get lands. All right, and now we'll take a Farfinder. I'm happy with that. I mean, we can't play Titanoth because he's double black. We could play Death's Oasis, but this is just a really slow card. Really slow. It might even wheel. I would consider it. I mean, I'm not sure exactly how to make this card work. I've played it a few times and not really had much success with it. It sounds like it's really good, but usually dead before you get much value out of it. It's too slow. Let's just take a Farfinder here. Shore up our Black Splash with the 2 Blitzleeches. All right. So there's not much here for us, unfortunately. I think we'll just take a Springjaw Trap. It's a playable card, playable removal spell. 3 damage to any target can deal with most of Cycling's threats, like Prickly Marmosets, for example, or Snare Tacticians. And there's nothing else here in green and white that I want, or black. So let's take the trap. Well, Dire Tactics. Awesome. All right, we can definitely splash this. Very strong removal spell. Sometimes if you don't have humans, well, if you not sometimes, if you don't have humans, you're gonna lose life with this card, and that can really suck. But we have quite a few humans going on here. We've got the Humble Naturalist. We got two Day Squad Marshals. Well, we have a few humans, anyways. I think we definitely take it here. Um, Another Blitz Leech would be all right too. I think with our curve, like we've got so much ramp, we've got so much fixing. I would take the Blitz Leech if the Dire Tactics wasn't here, but we're taking Dire Tactics. All right, we can take another Fertilid, just a playable 3-drop, helps us ramp. I wouldn't mind another top end creature though. Like we're gonna have so much mana going on. It'd be nice to have something really expensive to cast. But the problem with, as I've said, is we can't really play the Sandworms. We can't really play, um, you know, the expensive cards, I guess you could say. But let's just take the Fertilid. Yeah, see, this Sandworm just hurts. It hurts. Um, we can't play Offspring's Revenge. I once tried this in a green deck, and I was devastated when I found out you can only bring back red, white, or black creatures. Um, let's just take the Symbiote, playable 2-drop. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, we're picking up another Blitz Leech here. Uh, we could take the Oricorn, but this is tough. I have to think about this for a second. Let me think. Okay, the Gremlin we're not playing. The Cat we're not playing. Um, okay, these are all. Look at this like that, sort of. No, the Blitz Leech was better. All right, so we have 1, 2, not much vigilance at all to speak of. I don't think we're playing solid footing or another main serval, but maybe we pick up. Let's take solid footing. Maybe we do pick up another main serval, and solid footing is good. I'll take it over the main serval now. Oh, and man, if we'd taken the main serval, we could have gotten. Oh no. Okay, here's a business creature. All right, Moscow Goriak. Let's take the Goriak here. Maybe we do play solid footing. Another Goriak. I think those are better than the moles if we put in a solid footing. All right, let's give it a try. All right, it looks like that's our deck. So let's go to the building phase. 60 gems. Ooh. Considering it's 1,500 gems to draft, that's not very exciting. Okay, so we'll move Jagantha to the companion slot. And as you can see, nothing here is highlighted, so we can play all of these cards. We have to make 6 cuts, which is a lot. I start by putting my non-creature spells in a pile. So I can just sort of see what creatures we have and how they fit on our curve. Okay, so right away I think we can cut the mole here. I mean, I'm I think we're gonna try solid footing, and we're gonna want a few vigilance creatures, at least 2 Goriaks and a main serval. I think would be fine. So let's cut the mole. We'll also cut Light of Hope because I don't want to play 2 tricks. I usually don't even want to play 1 trick, but I think solid footing might be the best one. We have to choose between Light of Hope, solid footing, and sudden spinnerets. And I think with our 3 vigilance creatures, solid footing will be the best. It's just it's an instant speed enchantment, so you can hopefully kill a creature with it at instant speed. You know, it has a trick, and then it just stays on your creature as an enchantment, which is nice. So it kind of helps deal with the issue of playing enchantments, which just beg for your creatures to get 2-for-1s by removal spells. Um, Sometimes your opponent sees this coming if you have vigilant creatures on the board, but um, I think it's better than sudden spinnerets, and better in our deck than Light of Hope. So let's cut both with Sun Spinnerets and Light of Hope. All right. Like even if we mutate a Great Horn onto the Farfinder, for example, we can then solid footing on the Farfinder. All right. The Wolf Bear. How many humans did we end up here? We've got the Day Squad Marshal, which basically makes 2 humans. Humble Naturalist. Hmm. 3 cuts, huh? I think we have to. Do I want to cut a Blitz Leech? I really don't. Maybe we cut a Day Squad Marshal? Maybe we have to cut both. I mean, I think I'd rather have Blitz Leeches than the Vantasaur, honestly. I mean, yeah, it works with solid footing, but it's just not as good as a Blitz Leech. The Blitz Leeches are so devastating. We still got two cards too many here. I'm really happy with our removal. We got 6 nice removal spells here. We could cut the Sabertooth. We could cut a Fertilid. I think we cut a Fertilid. I mean, we didn't end up with much mutate. Our curve isn't that high. Although looking at this picture, it looks a little expensive. But if you consider mutating the Great Horn costs 3, we've got a Humble Naturalist, we've got a Farfinder, we've got a lot of ramp. I think our curve's a little high, but we might be able to get away with it. I hesitate to cut a Day Squad Marshal because of the Wolf Bear. But we have to cut something here. And I don't want to cut our top end because it'd be such a shame to have all this ramp and all this fixing and then not have expensive, strong cards to play. We could cut maybe Springjaw Trap and be sort of a more creature deck. 17 creatures is quite a few. And we've got 3 mutators, so I think we're cutting one of these. And I think it's going to be the Sabertooth. Sabertooth or the Essence Symbiote. I'm not sure which is better here. I mean, the Sabertooth is more aggressive, but it's less. It doesn't trade like with tokens very well. For example, if they play some early Whisper Squads or Forbidden Friendships, it could be allow us to get in a little more damage than the Symbiote. But mutating a Great Horn with a Symbiote on the field could be really big. Neither of them is a human to work with the Wolf Bear. I think we're cutting the Sabertooth here. I mean, we could. What's better, Sabertooth or Springjaw Trap? Maybe. Oh, we've got Gigantha too, so we're really high creature here. I think we're going to keep the trap. We'll probably have the mana to use it. Let's cut the Sabertooth. Let's go with this. I like this deck. All right. So we've got do our land here. I think we only need 1 black source. We've got these 2 multicolor lands, which can add black. Lots of ways to search up that black. Plus the Humble Naturalist can help with the Blitz Leeches. So we've got 6, 7 white sources and 6, 7 green sources. So let's add 1 of each. Green, white, 7, 8 green. 7, 8 white. All right, this is our deck. See you in the first round. Hello, everybody. We are into game 1. This hand's a keep. We've got a 3-drop in the Moscow Goryak. The Gem Razor can mutate for 3. We have the mana to do that. Solid footing. We can put on Moscow Goryak. Could be nice. This is a keep. We're actually Mythic rank number 6. I was number 4 last night when I played, but we lost a couple of ranks just because we didn't play and someone else moved up, I guess. So let's see what we're up against. Brushwag, huh? I'm not a fan of the Brushwag in most decks. I mean, look at him, first of all. He looks like he's strutting down the aisle at a fashion show. Second of all, I mean, you have to keep paying 4 mana to keep this guy relevant, which can really prevent you from doing other things you want to do. And your opponent can respond to you pumping it by killing it, for example. Like, for example, he could pump this in response, I can Blitz Leech, kill it, and he just wasted all his mana. Let's go to the next turn. I think we will just Moscow Goriak next turn, as opposed to Farfinder. Actually, with a Boot Nipper on the field, maybe we Farfinder. Yeah, I think we need to start hitting our land drops to get up to these Blitz Leeches now. So let's make sure we have another land to play next turn. Black. We can also... I'd like a removal spell here. Looks like we're taking 3 more. The Day Squad Marshal could be really nice here. It'll give us a token to block the Boot Nipper. It can block the Frostlinks. If he attacks with the Schwag and pumps it, I would be fine with that. It would waste his turn. So we'll play the Day Squad Marshal. Cycles a Sandworm. So it looks like he could be a reanimate deck here, but he's playing like he's got 3. I don't know what he's doing. He's got a green card here that's not really splashable, a black card that isn't really splashable, and a blue card that isn't really splashable. And now he seems to be digging, looking for something. So, the Boot Nipper he gave Death Touch, which is usually the play. I think I want to wait until we have a Blitz Leech to kill this Boot Nipper. So let's just play a couple of cards here. Play the main Serval. Play the Goriak. And we'll pass turn. Deadweight's our Farfinder. I'm fine with that. Triumph. Nice. So that's going to get us up to our Blitz Leech's next turn. I don't think we'll play anything here. Let's just put this on the field. We'll move Gigantha to our hands. And end the turn. This is a bit of a slower start than I usually like. I mean, we haven't put any pressure on him at all, but that's kind of hard with Vigilance creatures. We could attack, but he can pump the Schwag. Make him a little bit more prickly. No attacks. End turn. Like, does he collect sticks and put them on? Is that what's going on here? Alright. So now I think we can attack. Let's see what he blocks with. If we attack and we could just play Gigantha. I think I want to Blitz Leech his Boot Nipper at the end of his turn, and then we'll go. He's wondering why I didn't play Gigantha. What could he have? Archpligor, huh? So that's bad. It's a 7/7, which is big. We might have to Blitz Leech this thing. Alright. Solves. Blitzleash is just it's such a versatile card. It does so much. I mean, he did not see that coming. All right, now he doesn't have enough to pump the swag. Let's just Blitzleash on our turn and start getting in for damage here. We're gonna take out this Boot Nipper. Three attackers. All right, we're in great shape. Farfinder. Not a good card at this point in the game. That's why, if you don't have mutators, it's not the greatest sometimes, but... Alright, so he actually can only pump the swag once, and we can respond by... Well, Divine Arrow would work regardless because it deals 4 damage. Do we want to mutate first with our Gem Razor? I don't think so. I think we'd rather play Gigantha. Let's go. Pumps the swag. And I'm perfectly fine using Solid Footing. Yeah, we don't even have to Divine Arrow this thing. Let's just use Solid Footing to kill it. Makes our guy a 3/5, plus it deals 5 damage. Solid Footing. He goes to 8. Loses all his creatures. Let's play Gigantha. Alright, that went smoothly. Let's see if our rank went up. Come on, baby. 5! I'll take it. Let's do it. If we could get number 1 in this video, I would be thrilled, as this is my first video. Alright, on to the next game. Hello, everybody. We are on to game 2. I have to mention, I turned down the audio a little bit. I realized my mic, was a little bit too high. As I said, this is my first video, still sorting things out here. I hope this is a little better. Alright, so might as well play a black card here. Let's make him think we're black. Or black land, I should say. He started out with a Scorpion, he's black-red. You could be off to a really quick start here, which might be difficult. But we've got some options at 3. We can go with the Fertilid to ramp. We could go more defensive with the Goriak Halbonder. Or we could just Farfinder we don't need to hit land though. We could go with the Farfinder and then mutate the Great Horn onto it next turn. But I think I want to play the Day Squad Marshal next turn. So let's just go with the Goriak. Okay. Squads. Well, excuse me. If he has weaponized the monsters, we could be in trouble here. We want to play green or white here. Or nothing in part, just Farfinder. I think I want to make sure we have blockers here. The next turn we could do a lot of things. Like maybe the most efficient play is the Farfinder, play the land, and then Springjaw Trap. But if he takes out our Goriak, we don't have a good block at all. So I think we're just gonna go with the Day Squad Marshal here. We could even attack. I probably should have attacked first, actually. That was a little bit of a mistake. The thing when you're streaming, I'm finding right now is... Oh, it's going to be nice and tap out for us. Is, you talk... When you're talking, you're not thinking nearly as quickly as you usually are. It's really hard multitasking. Multitasking is a myth. Your brain can't do that. It switches between one thing and the other. So I'm trying to sort of explain what I'm doing and think about what I want to do at the same time, which is difficult. If he plays Weaponize or Bastion, yeah, so he's gonna take out our one blocker. Now he can get in with the Hellbonder, but that's it. If we'd gone with the Farfinder here, we would have been in trouble. Okay, so we drew our Triumph, but we don't need it. We can definitely cycle that. Um, I think we're just gonna play land here. Well, maybe. Hmm. Yeah, let's play lands. We're gonna play the Fertilids, possibly Spring Draw Trap if he and kill the Hellbonder next turn. End turn. He's Black Red Menace. He could have tentative connections, but he doesn't have a sack outlet yet. So if he plays like a Bushmeat Poacher here, we might be starting to get a little worried. We haven't really drawn any of our good removal. Ooh, Hunted Nightmare, huh? Well, that's a good card. We get to put Death Touch on something. It's 4/5 with Menace. We get to put a Death Touch counter. I think Resolve. I think we put it on. We could put it on the token. I mean, but then he's gonna come in with the Hellbonder and try to kill the token. But I think I'd be fine with that. Maybe he doesn't, because the Hellbonder makes the Hunted Nightmare harder to block. Hunted Nightmare. Usually the Nightmare haunts you, so maybe he's getting a taste of his own medicine here. There's tentative connection, so he's going to be coming in here. I don't know if, I think he just wants to get us low. I don't, like, what can he, I don't know what he's doing here. Okay, he's going to attack. All right. No. Pass. Actually, we'll block this. Yeah, so this is a good play by him. He's going to get a lot of damage down here. We're in serious trouble. I think we have to trade with the squad here. I mean, how do we kill this Hunted Nightmare then? Well, is it really worth it? I mean, we're taking 2, 4, 7. I don't think it's worth it. Oh, we're gonna lose. We're gonna. Oh man, this thing's gonna get even lower. I think we still have to block like this. We're in big trouble. Resolve. Lair trap. All right, so we just don't have enough mana to do what we want to do here. They really nerfed the companions, by the way, with this. We can't even play Gigantha. So we're just gonna have to pass the turn here and hope we don't get tentative connection again. We have to kill the Hellbonder. We have to block the Hunted Nightmare, and maybe we'll be okay. We can kill the Hellbounder. That'll allow us. The Hellbounder makes it so um, all creatures with menace need to be triple blocked instead of double blocked. But if we kill the Hellbounder, then we can block this with these two. We might be okay. Let's see what happens here. He has a way to save us, and we're dead. No, okay. You could have a Lurking Deadeye here as well. You could have a way to kill. You could have a way to kill our token. I think we have to triple block here. You could have a way to kill this easily. Blood Curdle, Flame Spill, Fire Prophecy. There's lots of stuff that can kill a 1/1. We really need to kill this Hunted Nightmare. If he takes any one of these creatures out, the other two will kill it. If he doesn't take any of them out, they'll probably kill these two anyways, or maybe these two. So I think we have to triple block here. I doubt he was counting on us doing this. So he's going to kill these two. We're not in the worst shape, providing he doesn't play Weaponize here. That would suck. What do you discard? Shivering Harvester, wow. I'm fine with that. He's got no mutate targets, though. He draws 3 cards. What? Oh, he added an... How did he have it? Didn't he just have 1 block up? How did he have the mana to do this? Another squad. We need some land here. We're actually... Well, that's questionable, actually. This is a good blocker for the squads, but... What are we doing next turn? We're going to play the Farfinder. That'll find us a land. Then we can play the Greyhorn. We'll have 3 blockers. Let's do it. Green. Play the Greyhorn. We're not going to mutate him. We need blockers here. No attacks. No Weaponize. He's coming with the team. He could have... he could have a lot of things. Alright, we're going to block, block, block. I guess Suffocating Fumes would kill these two. This would die, this would trade. He could have a Lurking Deadeye, and he's just going to upgrade here. But then he loses the squad. You could have a Blitz Leech. You could have a lot of things. I'm guessing Lurking Deadeye now. Nice Quad Commando. Wow. Wow. That was not worth it at all for him. Alright. The Sonorous Hellbounder can get in, but we can swallow it whole now. We have enough to cycle this land. Bring Giganta to our hands. Let's cycle first and see if there's something else we want to do. That's nice. We definitely want to do that. We might even be able to attack here. I mean... No, we would have to triple block the Hellbounder. I think that'd be really aggressive. So, there's a couple cards that can just kill us. Like, Bastion of Remembrance would kill us. Weaponize would kill us. And this isn't very good against his deck. Blade Banish. We have to start getting some work done here at some point. I think we're going to start attacking here. Let's go with just the Marshal. Might as well be the Greyhorn. Maybe that's just too aggressive. Yeah. Let's bring Giganta to our hands. And we're going to end the turn. Good. I like to see lands. Next turn, we can start attacking. Now we actually have another blocker to play in Giganta. We might even consider taking a counter off the Fertilid here. But I don't think so. It's a good blocker for this token. Let's just go to our turn. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Now we are definitely attacking. Next. We're going to Blitz Leech to this Halbonder next turn, at the end of his turn. And hopefully he doesn't draw Weaponize or Bastion here. And we can kill him before that happens. Get this thing off the board. Now we're looking really good. We can attack with a few creatures here. Gaining a life is huge. Yes. Alright, let's go with this, and this, I think. You could double block here, but then he loses his commando when we could solid footing in response. I think we'll go with these. He probably blocks the Blitz Leech with his commando. Doesn't block anything. Maybe he's got his own Blitz Leech. Let's go with Gigantha. Cavern Whisperer, he can't mutate it. He's playing a couple mutators here with just no mutate targets. I mean, he's got the Scorpion as a mutate target. This is like he's a humans deck though. I guess technically this is as well, but he's a humans deck playing mutate, which is always risky. And we can Blade Banish this thing. I think this game's over. I think we win. Pass. My turn. Alright, we'll just Blade Banish so he can't block with it. Blade Banish. And I think we go with pretty much everything here. We'll leave back. So he's gonna block here, maybe even block here. So he'd be taking 6, which would be enough to kill him. So just to be safe, I mean, we are still low here. Let's just go with these 4. Good game. All right. Awesome. Okay. Come on, Mythic number 3? 4. Weren't we just at 4? Are we at 5? We're at 4 again. Okay, on to the next. Hello everybody, we are into game 3. We're off to a good start with our deck. This is definitely a keep. We've got all our colors. We don't have an early play at 2 or 3 in terms of creatures. But this is still a keep. We could bring Gigantha to our hand as our turn 3 play. We're up against another Mythic player here. Nice. So no early action from him, which I'm happy with. We could use another land. We could use a 3-drop. Black, green, red, huh? He just looked at his graveyard. I'm not sure. Oh, he's going to fill it. Okay, let's see what he puts in there. 2 lands and a Gopher Blight. He may have been happy he milled 2 lands. He may not be. Who knows? Do we just Dire Tactics this thing? I don't think so. Let's see if we can find a play on turn 3 here. We would lose 3 life if we did that. There we go. That works. Farfinder. Take action. We'll get a green source. Next turn, our Day Squad Marshal will be able to block this mole, providing he doesn't mutate onto it. And then we'll Dire Tactics it. So yeah, it looks like he's more black-green than red. This could be a reanimate deck with back for more, for example. Unbreakable Bond would be rough. Alright, so we can attack. Attack. Day Squad Marshal. So if he Unbreakable Bonds this, we would lose 11 life using Dire Tactics on it if we didn't have humans. Now we have humans. Fire Prophecy maybe, ram through. Fire Prophecy. We still have a human though. Ouch. Wolf Bear. Alright, so we're definitely under pressure here. He doesn't have any humans to pump with the bear, but this is not looking good. I think we need mana here for the Blitz Leech, so we're just gonna play 2 creatures. We could be eating a lot of damage on the next turn though if we do this. I think we have to Day Squad Marshal again. No attacks. This is not looking good. Once again, we're under pressure really early from our opponent. So I'll try to block the mole here. There it is. It would have been nice to have mana up so we could have just back from order without losing our creature. Now we're in trouble. I think we're definitely going to Dire Tactics. I think we could play the Symbiote, but we don't have any way to mutate onto it and gain life. It does deal 2 damage instead of 1 with the Naturalist. The Naturalist is higher toughness, and we might really need... We might lose... Yeah, this is bad. Let's just play the Humble Naturalist. We are in trouble, folks. Another back for more. He's looking at his graveyard again. The Crasher. Well, he was nice enough to... Oh, this has Trample. That's why he's doing it now. So we definitely have to block here. We're only going to lose 1 creature. Probably the Naturalist. We are going to 4. This is not looking great. I mean, I don't know what we can draw here. Alright. Well, let's get this out of the way. Dire Tactics. We just simply can't let his creatures multiply here. I'm not sure what we're drawing next turn. We have to do this. This will kill maybe 2 tokens. If he leaves the Humble Naturalist, we might be able to pull this out. Yeah, it's block. I wouldn't leave the Humble Naturalist if I was him. Nope, he did not. Alright. So, yeah, we got 3 Blitz Leeches and no way to cast them. There is, if we had 1 more mana, if we had enough to Moscow Ikoria can ram through, we might be able to pull this out. But we only have 4 lands. We could Destin Symbiote and ram through. I think that might still work. Let's try it. We'll survive another turn anyway, maybe. So let's block here. Go block here. Block with these 4. He's gonna get a token here, and we're losing every creature we have. All right, it's not even gonna happen. Good game. Let's go to the next. Okay, we're into the next game. The last game was a little unfortunate. We just ran into some really big creatures. Back for more is absolutely devastating. I love that card. We tried to hang on. We might, if he didn't have an effect there, we might have somehow. We really needed land for the Blitz Leeches. Anyways, this is a keep. We'll play this. Yeah, I think Titannoth Rex is the best one to back for more over the Void Beckoner, which isn't quite as big and doesn't deal trample damage. I mean, anything that blocks the Void Beckoner is going to die anyway, so the Death Touch is kind of moot. Um, yeah, let's play a green. Alright, we don't have a white source yet, that just occurred to me. That's not good. We didn't have any white cards in hand. For a second I thought we were black. But the Naturalist can get us white, so let's play him. Look at this guy, just in love with all the pets. Dr. Doolittle here. He's a really nice guy. Okay, so he comes out with the Stinger, looks up, we're up against Cycling. That's never good. We could play the main serval here and then hope to mutate the Migratory Greyhound onto him. I think we're definitely going to need white at some point here. I think that's the play, and we're just going to play the Triome. Yeah, we're going to need white, but he's got nothing in his graveyard, which is nice. Let's mutate the Great Horn. I'm just wondering, do I want to use the Naturalist or not? I don't think so, because we have nothing else we can do. The white's going to come in tapped. Yeah, let's just use our land. White. Play a forest. No attacks. So this doesn't have double strike. Yeah, there's nothing in his graveyard, but with cycling that can very quickly change. He could easily cycle 3 1-mana cyclers if we try to block this. Marmoset. Okay. He's gonna come in with the Marmoset, and we're gonna Divine Arrow it. Or we could try to block and then see if he pumps it twice. Here's the thing though, okay? You might have enough to pump this 3 times. I mean, this card is so busted. This is why I don't play cycling. It's so powerful. It's so cheesy. I've achieved my rank, by the way, folks, without playing red-white cycling or blue-red cycling one single time. One single time. Just don't play it. It's way too cheesy, way too powerful. Anyways, we could block with a Great Horn on this. He pumps it. He pumps it. We Blitz Leech. He pumps it again, and it dies. So we can't do that. We have enough to symbiote here. We can bring Gigantha to our hands. hold up Divine Arrow, and we'll pass the turn. Let's make him cycle, though. This is risky because he could have a trick, like Will of the All Hunter, for example, in which case we'd be in trouble. Let's just Divine Arrow it. Good. Use your cycling. We're gonna enter. I kind of want to make him cycle again. Resolve. There we go. Now let's do it. There it is. Told ya. Maybe should have let him cycle again, but that really hurts. All right. I mean, we have to block this thing next turn. I think we have to. We could probably just play Giganta here. You could come in with the Wolf Bear, though. Or sorry, with the Wolverine. I think we just play Giganta here. We're blocking this thing with absolutely everything. If he somehow takes out Giganta and manages to cycle, we might need this as well. This card's so broken. I mean, look at our board, and we have to quadruple block this thing. It's a common. Prickly. Prickly is right. Okay, so let's make him cycle, cycle, cycle. You can easily have Zenith Flare in hand, in which case we're probably dead. Maybe we kill the Janus Stinger. He's got 4 cycling cards. You kill our whole team with this thing. Yeah, cycle, cycle. 8-3. He only killed 1 though. Wow. He's got Zenith Flare. We gotta kill this Janus Stinger. One, two, three, 6. We're just dead. We gotta kill this thing right now. And we can't even attack because it's... No, it doesn't have double strike. Wow, he did all that cycling and no... He could cycle and give it double strike, but I think we need to start doing damage here. But if I attack with this, we can't block this next turn. So, we just gotta sit here. I really think he has Zenith Flare because he cycled much more than he had to there. Maybe he's trying to drain us. Cycling. Yeah, I think like it's just way too powerful. There's so many cycling payoffs. That's nice. All right, let's see if we can get some work done here. Gonna kill our Blitz Leech and copy it with Lutri. We're in big trouble now, but he doesn't have. We just got blown out in the worst way. Lutri's so good. I mean, as if cycling wasn't strong enough. Now he has a Lutri in there. Copy Blitz for like, which deals. Yeah. All right. This now has double strike. Another Stinger. We need some help here. We're not technically dead yet. He doesn't seem to have Zenith Flare, but another Stinger is bad. The good news is he's out of cycling. So we're just going to sit here. And hope we find an answer before he does. and we're not finding an answer here. All right, so we've got a block. We can block here, we can block here, we can block here, like so. Corner charge. Kills our team, kills us. Really need a good card here. That's better than nothing, let's play it. Cycling is just so ridiculously strong. I mean, the fact that he did all that cycling with the Prickly Marmoset, it let him find all of these cards. Like that's what makes cycling so busted. Is that well, it's one of the many things you can dig, dig, dig for the cards you need. He is at 12 cards. But yeah, see, he just finds everything he needs. All right, another day squad marshal. We can chump again. What we need is a Blitz Leech, or a removal spell of some kind to deal with this Spell Eater Wolverine. He's drawing all the cards. We're in big trouble. We have to chump. Birlids, another way to chump. Yep. Pass. We could block. We could block with both, and we would actually kill this thing. But the Day Squad Marshal is holding back these two. I think we just have to block. We can get 2 land out of our deck. Hopefully, we draw something good. Doesn't really matter. White. Green. That's good. That can block it. Let's play the Goyak. Another Marmoset. We need him to stop drawing things here. He's at 9 cards. Well, that's not... He could be coming in with a lot next turn. If he has one Cycler, then the Marmosets are going to be 4-3. Gem Razor, huh? That's good. We can get a Day Squad Marshal back. Or do we just hardcast him here? We can mutate him onto the Goriak and kill this pacifism, but I don't think that's worth it. I'd rather have a Goriak than a Day Squad Marshal as a blocker for this Wolverine. All he needs is one cycling card. There it is. Good game. Hello, everybody. We are into the next game. I have to apologize. I think I didn't hit the record button for that last game. So I'm pretty sure I don't have a video of it. We're going to keep this. We were basically up against blue-red. He played a couple of early creatures, but then not much else. He was holding up counterspells. We drew his counterspells out with some decent medium creatures, and then we were at a position where we could just kill him. So it went pretty smoothly. It wasn't actually a very exciting game, so I wish I had recorded it, but anyways, we're 3-2 now. It's nice to string some wins together after those 2 tough losses. So we drew the Wolf Bear for the first time. Essence Symbiote. We'd like to get some removal. We could play the Goriak and start smashing, but I really want to hit our land drops. We'll probably mutate onto this with the Greathorn as well. We need to get up to land for the Blitz Leech. It's going to attack here. We take. Moly, 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 moly. Okay. Well, he's got some nice creatures on the board. Let's get another land. This can attack with Vigilance. It'll be a 3-4. You get a white source here. I'll attack. I'm a little worried if he plays a mutate spell here. We didn't draw any of our removal yet. Um, if he mutates here, he could make something pretty big. Could be a Cavern Whisperer coming down. He's not. Okay, it smells. This smells a lot like a Lurking Deadeye. I think we just eat this. I mean, I don't want to trade the Great Horn, but the thing about Lurking Deadeye is he'll just attack next turn and next turn and next turn. Um, so we're gonna have to do something here eventually. But I think I want to see if we can find another land to have Blitzleech up. Maybe mutate onto this again. Or do we just trade with the mole here? There's no way he attacks here if he doesn't have the Blitzleech. Or sorry, Lurking Deadeye. We can eat it this turn. Let's take it. That's scary. So we're gonna hold up the Blitzleech here. We're gonna try to make some really favorable trades. No attacks. We're gonna Blitzleech, try to kill the symbiote. Block here with the mole, and then block Anguirus with the Blitzleech. You can only do one thing at a time here, so I think this will work out well for us. All right, Blitzleech. Try to kill the symbiote. He doesn't look happy about this. That worked out well. So if he doesn't do something here, he's probably going to want a Lurking Deadeye, but he'll lose his Anguirus. If he has some sort of other effect. Nice 2-for-1 with the Blitzleech. Okay, that's what he had. Space Godzilla. I can take that. That means there's no Lurking Deadeye on the field. We took a lot of trample there, though. We're down to 10. Yeesh. Okay. So I think we want to get the Wolf Bear going with the Day Squad Marshal. We'll play the Wolf Bear. It's most likely to be able to attack next turn, depending on what he plays. And then we'll probably Day Squad Marshal if he doesn't kill this. Barfinder. Foxy Lady. For you Hendrix fans. Alright. We can just attack here. We're going to have enough to Day Squad Marshal and Moscow Goryak. And we'll be in good shape, I think. If he has back for more, which is always likely with Black Green Reanimate, Space Godzilla could be a huge problem. We haven't drawn a single removal spell here, except for the Blitz Leeches. What can you do about it, though? I have a feeling back for more is going to rock us here, or a mutates. I can live with that. I can live with that. That's perfectly fine with me. Way better than back for more. Boneyard Lurker. He's going to get back maybe Anguirus. Mutate again, get something else back. And this has Vigilance. I don't know if he attacks here. We are at 10. I like our attacks next turn. We're just going to eat this. Seriously. So if we attack here, we're totally advertising we have something. At the same time, we need to do damage here. Mutating Gem Razor won't help us, I don't think. Let's go with these two. Takes it. I think we hold up the Blitz Leech for next turn. He's going to come in for sure. Or we could just go with our own Gem Razor. And maybe bring Gigantha to our hands. And then if he attacks us, let's say he kills a Gem Razor, attacks us. We would go to 2, and he's at 8. This is tough. I really think we got a hold of the Bliss Leech here. This thing has... He's definitely coming in as a Vigilance. Wow, they really nerfed Companions, eh? Like, we can't even really play Gigantha right now. I want to get another creature on the board, but he's definitely coming in as Vigilance. We have to hold back here. Unbreakable Bonds. It's going to be a big problem. Attack. Yes. I think we have to make sure this thing dies. He could have a Divine Arrow or something. He has something. I think we double block here. We're going to lose our Blitz Leech, but really need to kill this thing. There's Ram Through. That's why we do what we do, folks. All right. This thing has Lifelink and Death Touch. We're in huge trouble here unless we draw some removal. We haven't drawn a single removal spell. There's still plenty in our deck. We've drawn 1, 2, 3, 6, 10 creatures and not a single removal spell. The good news is, unlike Titanot, this doesn't have trample yet. You can mutate Angorth onto it to give it trample. Kills our dude. We have to block here, and we don't have enough to kill it. We chump. Here comes Angorath. Anguirus, sorry. So yeah, we're in big trouble. Still no removal. Bring this to our hands. Play it. No attacks. Come on, removal. I know you're in here somewhere. You can't win at this game without removal. You just can't. You just can't. I think we have to try to kill this. If he has a way to blow us out, we're just dead. Well, that worked out for us. Let's try to cycle this. At least we can block Anguirus. He's at 32 life because that thing had lifelink. 8-8. Oof. Umori, this guy has a lot of scary creatures, which we do not. We don't have a bomb in this deck. That's another weakness. Like, we We have nice removal. We have some nice synergies, but we don't have a bomb. We just don't. I mean, a bomb could bail us out of a tight situation like this, right? Like something big and scary and rare, hopefully. Still zero removal. We're pretty much dead here. We're not gonna block this thing, you know, here. We're gonna go to 2. We've drawn 13 creatures and not a single interaction. That's just sometimes the best laid plans you could have. Like I'm really disappointed because this is my first stream and I really wanted to for things to go well, but sometimes in Magic it doesn't matter what your deck is. Like you just get silly ridiculous draws. All right, at least we can block that now. Yet another creature. If we lose these creatures, I don't know that we can kill them. I mean, we don't have a single creature left in our deck. We have 18 cards left. Okay. We're playing like what? 16, 17 creatures including yeah, so we're just pretty much dead here. We have to block and we can't kill it, so let's just block. Well, finally a removal spell. Might as well just attack first. Okay, so we've drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm gonna count again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 creatures. There's I think 5 left in our deck. I think there's another Blitz Leech. Um, but I'm not sure how we're winning this. That's what I was hoping for. He's gonna mutate the Great Horn. The only possible reason he would do that is if he wants another white, which means we're about to get ultimatum and lose this game badly. I'm gonna let it happen because we can't have a 3/4 on the field. Yeah, there it is. I mean, we could Blade Banish and then he just draws the white. I mean, there's only 13 cards left in his deck. At least this won't come back. We're gonna draw all our removal now, and it's not gonna matter because we lost all of our creatures. All right, so once he ultimatums, we'll just concede. It's gonna be Eerie Ultimatum. There it is. All right, let's look at the deck. Good game. All right, so we didn't have the success I would have liked, obviously. I mean, we went 3-3. It's not bad. The break-even point is 4 wins in terms of gems, which is usually my target. And we started out in Mythic 6, I think. We got up to 4, and then we fell back to 12, which is a little disappointing. But, I mean, the one loss we ran into to back for more on a Titan Rex, and then, you know, the I think on turn 6, and then the next turn he played the Quartzwood Crasher. It's just, like, ridiculous. Very strong. And then we ran into cycling, and that happens a lot. It's just so silly powerful. Like, we weren't even close in that game. Like when you're against cycling, the illusion is that you're close. You're not close. But aside from that, um, and then the third game I would say is I think we drew 15 creatures before we drew a single interaction. You're not going to win games if you draw just creatures. Um, that that actually just happened. I think we drew 14 straight creatures. If you don't count Giganta, 13. Anyways, sometimes the best laid plans just don't work out in Magic for you new players out there. That being said, it wasn't a terrible deck. We didn't have a bomb either, which I will say, like we didn't have that creature that you can play that just totally ends the game like an Archipelagor or a Asterix, an uncommon, and there's a plenty of rares that can do that. I mean, Gigantha's a nice 5/5, but he's not a bomb. Like he's an extra card in your hand. He's a great card, but he's not a bomb. Anyways, um, yeah, I was happy with the deck. We never really got the Wolf Bear going, which kind of works out that way sometimes. It's kind of why he's not that great. If we'd had 2 Wolf Bears, maybe we could have built around him a little bit more. Um, but all in all, I was pleased. I hope you enjoyed the draft. I hope you learned something. Have a good day.